These are the sounds of progress on the George Washington University campus. What you hear behind me is the construction of our Science and Engineering Hall, a $300 million, 500,000 square foot state-of-the-art building. When it's completed in late 2014, it will house a Class 100 clean room, an ultra-high-resolution imaging suite, a 3-story high bay, and many other world-class research and instructional laboratories. The new building's state-of-the-art facilities will certainly foster our growing research programs, but it's people, not buildings, that innovate and create. The new building won't come a moment too soon. In just 4 years, SEAS, the School of Engineering and Applied Science, has hired 37 new faculty. This is more than a third of our entire full-time faculty. More than 2/3 of them graduated from top engineering and computer science programs in the United States, Europe, and in Asia. They're bringing new ideas and new energy to the research we conduct in nearly 30 fields, and they're successfully competing for grants and building research programs in our priority areas: biomedical engineering, cybersecurity, high-performance computing, nanotechnologies, robotics, and transportation engineering. Last year alone, our new faculty won 3 National Science Foundation Career Awards and an Air Force Officer Scientific Research Young Investigator Award. These are the most prestigious awards that the NSF and the U.S. Air Force offer to junior faculty.
I study innovation management in space agencies. I'm particularly interested in how management policies affect the way that scientists and technologists do their work, and what that means for the capabilities they create for the future.
The research that we do is to understand cardiac arrhythmias. Cardiac arrhythmias are caused by an electrical malfunction in the heart. We're working on 2 important projects. The first project is to study sudden cardiac death, which is an lethal arrhythmia. Those studies are funded by the National Institutes of Health. The other project that we're working on is to build a device to improve therapy for atrial fibrillation. Atrial fibrillation isn't an immediately lethal arrhythmia, although it does cause stroke, and so it's important to treat it.
My research area is in computational material science, and basically I use computer simulation to understand materials behavior in fundamental level. And one of the materials I'm trying to study right now is called methane hydrate. And it's been estimated the total amount of energy stored in methane hydrate is about 1/20 of the total amount of all the fossil fuel combined. However, the formation of methane hydrate is within nanosecond and within nanometer size. So that makes it very difficult to capture in the experiment. And this is precisely why we're trying to study the formation of methane hydrate by using computer simulation.
Our faculty and students understand the advantages that our location in Washington, D.C. provides. We're minutes from major research labs and federal funding agencies, such as NSF, NIST, NIH, and several Department of Defense research labs. We're surrounded by the many biotech and information technologies firms that line the Dallas and I-270 high-tech corridors. Access like this to federal research labs and technology companies means frequent and numerous opportunities for collaboration, and ultimately better career choices for our students.
One of the great things about being based in Washington is I'm so close to the action. About half of my lab are professional students who currently have jobs working on the policy that they're studying. And this is important to bring interesting practical problems into our work, but it also gives my full-time students access in a way that they wouldn't otherwise have.
In the lab we always have a mix of 10 to 15 graduate students, postdoctoral scientists, and undergraduates to work on all these projects. We have been very fortunate to attract the very top graduate students and postdoctoral scientists from the best universities in the United States and around the world, primarily because we give them the opportunity to work on state-of-the-art, challenging projects and become leaders in the field of simulation science.
I'm a roboticist, and I focus primarily on problems of perception, teaching machines to understand the environment that they share with us, spatial and semantic context. So where are objects of interest? What are those objects? And how can they reason over them? The first thing that makes robotics unique at SEAS is the breadth of the research. The work we do is compelling, it's interesting. Second thing is just the breadth of professors here at GW is already outstanding and continues to grow.